Welcome to today's recipe, which is a one-pot wonder. You're going to find all of the ingredients listed in my one-pot wonder Ninja Foodi cookbook, and I'm sure you're going to find it simple and easy to follow. All of these recipes are super easy to create. One Pot Wonders is about making amazing food in one pot that uses several of the functions and different methods to get the most out of your Ninja Foodi. And of course, with the least effort possible. What I love about all of these recipes is that they are inclusive. And this means that you won't need to be cooking your rice elsewhere or putting your hob on to cook your vegetables. These truly are full meals made in your Ninja Foodi. So I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well if you haven't already. Let's get into today's one pot wonder, and I hope you really enjoy this. So let's get started with my Hunter's chicken meatballs, and I'm serving this with spaghetti, all cooked in one pot under pressure. So I've got my chicken mince in the bottom here. To that, I want to add some garlic puree. If you want to use some fresh garlic, then you can do. So let's get some of that in. And then I'm going to add also some garlic granules. Smoked paprika is going to give us a beautiful flavour in here. So let's get that in as well. And then lastly, I like a little bit of herb in here. So not as much, but just a small amount. I'm choosing oregano. You can use a mixed herb if you prefer. Okay, so that is all there is to making these. Now, it isn't a huge amount of meat because I am going to be putting some bacon into this dish as well. And of course, this is going to be with spaghetti. So it's not just the meat that we're relying on with this dish. Give that a good mix, and then I can shape those into some small little meatballs. Okay, that's looking good. Nicely mixed together so that it's well seasoned. So this recipe is for 2 people. Okay, so I'm prepping my bacon as well, and I just want to just chop it up basically into smallish pieces so that this runs throughout the dish. We're going to be having some tomatoes. I'm going to use some stock in this as well. And also some passata. And then the Hunter's part, obviously, is we've got chicken, we've got bacon. I'm going to be adding some barbecue sauce just to give that little hum, that sort of background flavour to it, to show that we are honouring the Hunter's flavourings. And then also we're going to finish it off with some mozzarella cheddar mix on the top, and that is going to give us that lovely oozy cheesiness. And this is a really nice, quick and easy recipe. This is the most strenuous as it's going to, this is as strenuous as it's going to get basically. Okay, I'm just trying to decide, like with the chicken mince, how big or small we're going with those. So let's just roll some of this up to start with. I don't really want them too big because, thinking about it, these are going to go in obviously the spaghetti. So I actually probably want them a little bit smaller than I made that first one. A little bit of a messy job. Trick with meatballs is that if you make them, put them into the fridge, they will then firm up a little bit before you go to brown them, because we're going to be searing, sauteing, and then moving on to pressure cooking the dish afterwards. I don't need that long in the fridge, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I do find that that does help. If you haven't got the time, then, you know, obviously just make sure that you've got some nice hot oil in the bottom. So I think this is looking like I'm making kind of 4 of these meatballs per person. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? There you go. Last one. That's worked out just right. So yeah, 4 each with the meatballs. Plus we've got the bacon in there and all the other flavours. That's great. Let's move on to now getting cooking. So I'm just frying off the bacon to start with. I really want to render down the fat on the bacon as much as possible. It's streaky bacon that I'm using in this recipe. There is a fair amount of fat in here. I've just turned it down to level 4. Might then go down to level 3, see how we're getting on. I'm going to get that nice and crispy. Then I'll remove that and then we'll brown our chicken meatballs. I'm just adding in the onion, and that is going to be cooking now in that bacon fat. It's surprising how much fat actually comes out of the bacon. So that is ideal now, just to soften that down. I'm not going to cook this for very long, just soften it slightly and then we'll add the meatballs in. Okay, so the onion has started to soften down. So I'm just going to push the onion just for now to one side. And let's put in our lovely chicken meatballs. And we just want to sear and saute these to get a little bit of colour on the outside. So I'm getting a little bit of colour on the outside of my meatballs. I've flipped them over. It doesn't need to be a lot. I mean, it's as much as you want. They are going to cook beautifully under pressure. So don't worry about how raw they appear. It's just more about texture and that kind of colour, you know, rather than them looking quite anemic looking, because they've only been cooked under pressure, if not. So I like to do this. I think it really does add to the dish, and it takes literally a few minutes. So it doesn't take a lot of effort. So you will get a little bit of char on the bottom here, just some of the chicken mince or the onions. They will catch ever so slightly. I don't like to add more oil than I need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deglaze the pot. And that just means this browning that we've got on the bottom, we just want to get rid of that, because sometimes that can be a factor with it not coming to pressure fully. So I've turned off the sear and saute. I'm going to add my other ingredients and then I will, like I said, deglaze that. So I want some garlic puree in there. Remember, we've got a lot of plain tomato sauce going into this. And then barbecue sauce. How yummy. And now I'm going to add a little bit of the stock that I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to use that stock just to deglaze the bottom of the pot. If you need a little bit more, just add a little bit more in. Sear and saute is now off. So I'm just going round, just kind of cleaning up the bottom, if you like. And that's just something I've started doing more recently, because I've found that that most definitely is a factor. I've had recipes that I've made time and time again, and then I've had a no pressure error come up, and obviously we don't want that. Brilliant. That is great. That is everything done. So now I'm going to add the rest of my flavourings, which is the bacon back in, and any bacon fat that is drizzling there. Lovely. I'm going to add a little tiny bit more of oregano. I know we've got some oregano in the chicken, but just to flavour up my lovely tomato sauces I'm putting in. So I've got here some passata, but I've also got some tinned tomatoes. So in goes that. Lovely. And now I'm just going to give all of this a little stir. Now it's fine to stir this at this stage. We've deglazed the bottom. We've got all of our lovely liquid in there to create our sauce. We've got our meatballs, we've got our bacon, and of course that barbecue sauce. And now what I want to do is add my spaghetti. So with my spaghetti, I have already broken it in half. And then I want to kind of crisscross this. So go one way, then the other way. And this is just about trying to avoid it from sticking. Now, I do find the spaghetti will stick a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Push it down ever so slightly, but you want it laying on top of those meatballs. And then the last thing to go in is my stock, or the rest of the stock. So now I just pour that over. Now, don't worry that that spaghetti is not submerged. A lot of people do it so that it's submerged. With my recipes, I try to achieve a sauce that doesn't need to be seared and sauteed or adjusted. Obviously, there are occasions where that doesn't have to happen. There's no way you can do that. But with my pastas, I do try to get the sauce just right. And that pasta, that spaghetti is still going to cook perfectly as it is. So that's all there is to it now. Close the lid and I'm going to pressure cook it, and I'll be back when that is done. And don't forget to seal your pressure valve. Once you can open the lid, give it a good stir and make sure that spaghetti isn't sticking together. I then top it with my cheeses of choice and a really nice extra drizzle of barbecue sauce, because we want that flavour to come through really well. Close the lid and then get that onto grill. It's done, it's bubbling, it's beautiful. Let's dish some of this up. I'm going to make a mess with this. You just know it. Look at that. It is lovely. So rich and delicious. That tomatoey barbecue sauce. Really soft, well-cooked spaghetti. And we've got those delicious meatballs. That looks heavenly. Look at that for a delicious, quick dinner. Here it is dished up. So this is my Hunter's chicken meatballs with spaghetti. I've garnished it just with a little bit of parsley. We've got that oozing cheese in there. I mean, you saw what it looked like when I lifted up that lid. So good. I really hope you enjoyed the recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel as well. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you give this a try and if you really enjoy it.